Well, what time is it? It's adventure time again! Today's set review video is going to focus on Adventure 1, Adventure 2, and Tamers cards, which means we're going to get a handful of Greymon and garurumon cards before jumping back to veemon armored forms and then ending with some Guilmon cards. The first card to go over is going to be the newest secret rare Tamer, Adventure Taikamiya. This memory fixer has a your turn effect, which when one of your Digimon attacks, by suspending this Tamer you draw 1. It also has a main once per turn effect, in which you may play one hero or adventure trait card with a playcost of 2 or less from your hand without paying the cost. For each of your Tamer's colors, you add 1 to this effect's playcost maximum. Then this Tamer is returned to the bottom of the deck. Amusingly, with all colors in play, you'll be able to play a 9 cost or less adventure or hero trait card, meaning those on-play blast abilities are looking mighty fine. Overall, I'm still leaning into the fact that the adventure trait or hero trait deck is a gimmick that's not going to be cohesive. But I could be wrong. Greymon returns with another printing and can digivolve from an Agumon named Digimon regardless of color, or a level 3 Digimon with the adventure trait for a cost of 2. On play and when digivolving, if you have a Taikamiya or a Tamer with the adventure trait, you taunt one of your opponent's Digimon to attack on their turn. In a way, this means you can force the Blast Evo on your terms. It's not a bad option. metalgreymon is the newest alliance option like every other level 5 that's an adventure trait. Its on-play when digivolving effect lets you target one of your opponent's Digimon and de-digivolve 1 for every 2 of your Tamer's colors. Meanwhile, Security Garurumon returns, that plays it without paying cost. While you don't get to play Gabumon or Mat like the starter deck variant, you may return one Digimon card with the adventure trait from trash to hand when it's played or digivolved into. And like all previous Garurumons, the same inheritable of drawing 1 and trashing 1. The weregarurumon likewise has the same your turn and alliance inheritable. This one provides some deletion of an opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and if you have 2 or more total colors with Tamers, you bump it up a level. A shame it doesn't bump it up for every 2. While normally that would be it for the level 5s, skullgreymon returns as the last level 5 adventure card. On play and when digivolving, one of your Digimon gains raid and retaliation to the end of your opponent's turn. On deletion, you may play one adventure trait card with a play cost of 4 or less from your trash without paying the cost. On the bright side, you can still get that Agumon. The downside, it effectively abandons all old Greymon support. BT21 skullgreymon is still my personal favorite. Moving to Adventure 2, Davis Motomiya is now a super rare red-blue Tamer that's start of your main. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. Its main effect allows you to suspend this Tamer to trash the top stacked card of one of your armored form trait Digimon to draw 1 and gain 1 memory. Meaning if you attack with say flamedramon, you could then forcibly armor purge it assuming it survives to go into another armor form trait in the hand. With Magnamon, this means you could unsuspend and go for more checks. With Veemon, this new level 3 is still red and blue, and can digivolve from Demi Veemon or a level 2 with the hero trait for a cost of 0. Your turn when this Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card with the armor form or hero trait, you reduce the digivolution cost by 1, and its inheritable is a plus 2000 DP buff. Armor Rush might have gotten some great support here. Flamedramon also makes another appearance. A simple Digimon that combined with Veemon and having been digivolved into could be 10,000 DP on your turn or 8,000 DP on your opponent's. Your turn once per turn when this Digimon's attack target changes, this Digimon unsuspends. I guess it's okay? It's not like it has raid. Veemon also returns, having piercing and armor purge. It suspends one Digimon and then this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. I really like this particular combination because the simul suspend and buff makes it possible to attack over things. And lastly, Magnamon returns as a blocker and armor purge Digimon with yet another when digivolve unsuspend. However, unlike its BT8 variant that gains DP based on the number of armored forms in the trash, you get to do some DP reduction to your opponent's Digimon instead. With that, Adventure 2 closes out with the Armored Digivolution, a 3-cost option that reveals the top 3 cards and adds one Davis Motomiya named card and 1 card with free in its traits to the hand before trashing the rest. Then you place this card in the battle area. All turns when the top stacked card of any of your armored form trait Digimon is trash, you delay, one of your Digimon may digivolve into an armored trait card in the hand without paying the cost. Bruh. Armored Rush is back, baby! Winding down to the Tamers, Takato Matsuki has the same start of main phase effect as Davis, though it does sport itself as a red-purple Tamer this time. Meaning you could do some really silly things with the purple top end deck, but more on that one later. All turns when any of your Digimon are played or digivolved, by suspending this Tamer until the end of your opponent's turn. One of your Digimon with Guilmon, Growlmon, Gallenmon, or Megidramon in its name or the hero trait gain blocker. But if there are 10 or more total cards between both players' trashes, it also gets plus 2000 DP. This seems alright. I have a silly idea right now still, but I think I can make this work. Guilmon on the other hand returns and has a Digivolve from Digimon or a level 2 with the hero trait for a cost of 0. On play, by trashing one card with Guilmon, Growlmon, Gallenmon, or Megidramon in its name, or hero in its traits from your hand, you draw 2. And its inheritable is a simple on deletion, gain 1 memory. At least we don't have any additional caveats tied to it anymore, right? Growlmon on the other hand has the same inheritable, but sports some oldie and goodie effects and consolidates it all on one body. On play and when digivolving, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. While it doesn't trash your opponent's deck, you do get to accelerate your own potential, which again, if this deck works the way I think it does, I think this could be really funny. Wargrowlmon also on play when digivolving trashes the top 2 cards of your deck. Then this Digimon gains raid and retaliation till the end of your opponent's turn. When attacking once per turn, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card, with Megidramon or Chaos Gallenmon in its name in the hand. For every 10 total cards in both players' trashes, you reduce the effect's Digivolution cost by 1. The inheritable simply on deletion trashes the opponent's top security card. I am still getting more and more silly ideas with this one. Finally, no Gallenmon, but we do get Megidramon again as another card. This Digimon has security attack +1, and end of attack deletes all Digimon. On deletion, you may play one play cost 3 or lower Digimon card with Guilmon or Growlmon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. For every 10 total cards in both players' trashes, add 2 to this effect's play cost maximum. Although not a guarantee and sealed, if you were to somehow get to 20 cards between both players, the wargrowlmon could be played, and if your pulls are lucky, going to a rush wargreymon with Owen is kinda funny. But with removal and aggro, the only thing this puppy is missing is progress. Last but not least, the Digimon I designed is the last card for today's video. While you have Takato Matsuki, you may ignore this card's color requirement. For 2 memory, you draw 1 and trash 1 card in your hand, then place this card into the battle area. During your turn, when effects delete Digimon, delay, one of your Digimon with Guilmon or Growlmon in its name may digivolve into a Digimon card with Growlmon, Gallenmon, or Megidramon in its name in the trash without paying the cost. Meaning either yours or your opponent's Digimon deletion triggers the activation of this, and you must climb up the correct corresponding levels appropriately. For the fact that you could also be utilizing unsuspend effects of certain purple Digimon, this could be really nice to trigger additional attacks and memory gains. For its security effect, you simply gain 1 memory, then place this card into the battle area. Purple Gallenmon X is starting to sound really interesting. I'm not sure if you can pull it off yet still, but it sounds interesting. And it remains to be seen whether it is actually viable or not. Generally, I'm still not convinced Adventure is going to be a crazy deck. However, for newer players, it's a great place to start. And with Adventure 2 support, I definitely think Armor Rush is going to be coming back, although it still needs a better way to deal with Blast Digivolution. But Chaos Gallenmon Megidramon decks? It's time to get cooking. What are your thoughts? And where to next? It's time to go back to Frontier and Savers. This DIGI-PANDA, logging out.